Whew, alright. We made it, lads. Second round, BBPN Season 12, and we're going to be starting things off with a proper new division review. Quite the shake-up, quite a different development there with who got what, and what divisions they got stuck in there. So we're going to go over it with you, lads. We're going to see who's going to come out there still shining and who's hooligan bound. Green cheese division. Well, that's definitely going to be worth talking here. Now, this, of course, has got our defending champion here. So this makes it a rather weird division here. Because, let's be honest, he's the big favourite. But, as it is, some are nicknaming this, you know, the futility division. Take that as you will there. Because let's go and take a look at the teams that have ended up trapped in this division with a poor, you know, defending handsome champion. Alright, let's go take a look here. Alright, start off here with the Chorfs. Yep, you're going to see a lot of these here because congratulations, both Chorfs ended up in this division here. Let's take a look here at the Mountain King of Cathay. And you're still doing it wrong. I will stick to that argument all day. Alright, okay, now the Hobgoblins he's doing right now. He's got Dirty Player, Waste of Wrestle. Why'd you buy a Wrestle? I have no idea. Well, I guess he had no choice on there. He's got Guard here, didn't want to waste a double. Fine. Sneaky Get would have been a better choice, but I get it. No, again, Sneaky Get better choice. He's got the Niggle over here, and of course he's got the Ball Carrier. Fine. And then the rest of the Chaos Dwarves. Well, they're starting to skill up, finally. They're starting to do what they're supposed to do. Eventually. And then this, what's wrong with you here, son? You know, these should be a lot higher by this point here. You've had 7 games! 3 rerolls, Apothecary, the Chorfs. Easy button. Insert joke here. Alright, let's take a look here at the heroes of the entire league here. And trying to go on here, the legends from Nottingham here. You're Dirty Skaven. And yeah, well, they're getting a reputation for kills, aren't they? You know, we'll talk about that another time. Let's take a look here. As you can see here, Storm Vermin gradually leveling up here. Not the key of the game here. The Thrower doing his job there. Gutter Runners, well, 2 of them are doing the job. That's all I'll say. The other 2, I don't get what's with them. Then I look at the names going, oh, that explains much. And then, of course, Jervis, the star. Well, he's getting there. He's due for a second skill. If he gets a double, look out. You know, and then meanwhile, yeah, lots of line rats. He does not care. The fact one's got an armor, great. Why armor? Well, then look who the name is. Gotrek. No surprise there. Only the 2 rerolls. Well, he's probably going to fix that pretty shortly there. And, of course, Apothecary and lots of hand factor. Everyone likes the hero. Alright, meanwhile, let's take a look. The Goblins made it to this division. They don't want to be here. When you see what else... No! they really do not want to be there. Well, they're stuck with this division. They're going to have to make do here. Alright, 1140 TV. And a lot of very afraid goblins. No, I'm not lying. They are very afraid to be in this division. Strong arm on the troll. Apparently he does far better than the halflings do. And then, of course, what's he got here? The pogo stick. Brilliant. The star of the team. But he's only one goblin. He can't carry this. He can't carry this. The fanatic, of course, has indeed got Money Blow. Good skill. Very good skill. You might want to look at multi-block as a possibility, but, you know, apparently that's a hell argument. So, won't advise that. Money Blow was the right choice. And then, of course, well, the Looney's out for a game. So much for that idea. Everything else. But 4 rerolls, Apothecary, fan factor. You're going to have to play, basically, Goblin all the way here. Alright, now let's go and take a look here at the Dwarf firm. This is not the Dwarf firm you're looking for. No, really, it's not here. Let's take a look here. Black Bull Combat Club, and well, they got problems. I will just leave it as that. This Dwarf team's got problems, because look at this lineup here. You can clearly tell there's a problem in this team. You can clearly tell there's a problem. He's got the Death Roller, no skill, so it's done nothing. That will probably continue for the entire second half. So this is about to become a money sink. It really is. Must have bought it from my Emporium. He's got 1 good long beard. 1. That's it. He's got 1 good player on the entire fucking team. He's got 1 good player. Everyone else? No. 3 rerolls, Apothecary, fan factor. I hate to say it. You're going to be bottom of the division. You're going to find a way, son. Alright, now the other Chorf team. Yeah, like I said, this is a terrible division, this one here. Alright, see, he's doing it right, but look at that, he busted one of his bull centaurs. Oh, it only moves 8 now! Yeah, I know, it's broken. Anyway, meanwhile, well, he's starting to run into a problem here. His Chaos Dwarf, he started well, now they're stalling, and that's a mistake. Why God? No, really, why God? You're a turf coach! Have some dignity! What the fuck's that dwarven skill doing on there? And then, of course, Kick, good choice. Absolutely good choice there. He's got the star player who's out for a game. Well, that's unfortunate. You might need him later. And then, of course, he's got the Wrestle. So, 3 rerolls, Apothecary, 3 Fan Factor. Should do well in this division. Run! Alright, now let's go take a long here. Oh, look, the new guy. Yep. Welcome to the swamp. Ogres. Well, you've got 6 ogres. We'll see how long they last in this division. Because, this is a violent division. Alright. Lots of decent skills on the ogre. One's a bit beat up with a niggler. That's fine, as long as they don't foul them, apparently. And then the rest of the nobles, there's nothing to say about them there, really. It's all ogres, this team. 3 rerolls, Apothecary, 2 Fan Factor. It might perform well in this division. Might not perform. Alright, and then of course let's go and talk about his emperorship there. Yep, Panda, one of the 2 resets. Yes, indeed, he took a reset. Again, this is a tradition with him. Brand new Necrofirm. Again. Alright. Rinse, repeat. His team is all about inducements. It will really be all about inducements, which he doesn't have any, so it's going to be interesting. Then, of course, we got to take in here. He gets a category all on his own here. Yep, you got it there. The most handsome man who plays Blood Bowl, indeed there. Lando the Gambler, reigning champion here with Nurgle, 1370 TV. Very solid firm. Yes, you can see he got the magic double on the beast. The cat can actually throw a block occasionally now and not fuck it up. Meanwhile, Nurgle Warriors developing very nicely there. All have block, except for one. He's nearly there. He'll get there soon enough there. He's got the Kilgore, of course he does. He's got the one dirty player. Good choice there on the Rodder. Doesn't really care much about the rest of the Rodders. No, that's not wrong there. So his only problem is he needs, well, be honest, buy another Pestigore or definitely buy 2 more Rodders. Otherwise, though, it's a very solid team. 3 rerolls, Fan Factor. It's looking good. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. So, that basically is Cream Shays in a nutshell. How's that division going to work out? Like I said, it's the Dwarven division. It is a very heavy-hitting division. How's it going to work out? Well, tune in this season. You'll find out. Alright, who's next? I can already hear the complaints now at this point. Oh, fuck, it's another Elf division. You might not be wrong with that, but because of what happened in some of the last games there in Week 7, it's almost an Elven division, but not quite. Anyway, let's go take a look at the new Hummus division here in round 2. Alright, let's get rid of this thing here. Alright, step 1. Well, he's made it. He doesn't know how, but he's made it. Yeah, well, then again, as we all know how this works, you were going to make it anyway, so it's no big surprise. Yeah, Sandy's Requiem, Bibble. Yes, the Wood Elf team that makes no sense whatsoever how they play, because like he says, if you don't know how he plays, it's hard to figure out. Problem is he doesn't know how he plays either, so it's like a layer upon a layer upon a layer. Anyway, let's take a look here. This is what's basically left the team going in to start the round here, as you see. 2 War Dancers, only one's got a useful skill, other one, no. Meanwhile, as for the throwing catches, no. As for linemen, definitely no. It's a disaster of a team, but yeah, he's going to keep going with it there. 2 rerolls, Apothecary that clearly doesn't work. What's the advice for it? Bibble. There's nothing else to say about this firm. Alright, yeah, and then let's go and look at the Drunken Elf Masters. Otherwise known as the cheating bastards from Chelsea. We all know how much they'd fucking cheat. Alright, 1480 TV, 140 TV, no surprises there. Let's take a look at how solid this firm really is. This is what happens when you have an excellent coach and a bunch of cheating bastard elves. Alright, let's take a look here. Excellent skills here on the thrower. Now, it is an interesting idea he did this. I don't disagree with it. I actually don't, because how he uses this play is he is, for lack of better terms, if it all goes wrong, the free safety, hence diving tickle. Again, it's not a bad skill. It's not what I would have agreed to, admittedly, but I see his logic with how he runs his firm. And he's running his firm his way. I can't disagree with it. Well, I can argue it, but I can't disagree with that, if that makes sense here. I mean, like see here, the Blitzers, well, Blitzers fell a bit behind, but there's a whole story. First round was a bit brutal as some of the payback started coming in, so that's why he's starting again here. As for the catches, well, again, same exclamation. It's exclamation of exasperation. And exasperation? I don't know. Ask Grimwald. He knows how to say the fucking word. Meanwhile, the lineman. Absolutely fucking fantastic lineman here. Now, as you can see here, this is the talent. You know, the midfield, here the idiots, all right? They're the ones who clean up afterwards, and yet you can see they're technically not bad either here. 2 rerolls, Apothecary fan factor. And if you need anything, yep, he's got a plan. He just hasn't executed yet, but he does have in the second round a plan. What he's going to do with it, I have no idea, but, you know, stay tuned. All right, now the true Shambling Undead there, the Twitch hits, well, they can hold their own, but let's take a look at this team here, and then you decide how they're going to do here. 12-16 TV, 3 team rerolls, 5 fan factor. There's nothing wrong with the firm. It's got, you know, a decent little bench there reserve. It has a talent, a very talented Blodge AG4 player here. He's only got the one other ghoul, though. Some would say that's actually a liability. Technically, he needs a third one. Well, he's working on it. Give it time. He'll have a third one here. I think his concentration was work on this first here before anything else, and B, you know, just in case. The mummies are developing fine. First round, that's acceptable. They both got guard at the end of the first round. That's fine. The whites, this is a problem. You've only got one talent. The other one should have more. However, insight, that's what the first round was like. So here he is. All right. The surprise of the season so far here, and possibly a dark horse all the way into the final 8. Yeah, here it is, the Silver Bullet, and let's see what they've got here in the clubhouse there. Yep, he's already got the Magician's Shop. He's already got it because he has nothing to fear. Double Wizard all the way in. Let's take a look at this firm. Yep, he's bought a Death Roller. He didn't need it, but he might as well. He literally might as well. Some kind of contractual obligation things from the dwarves here. If one has it, so's the other one. Just to prove he can do it better. Just you watch on that one there. Just you watch on that. Alright, so let's take a look here at the firm. As you see here, 2 blitzers. They're doing great. Different style you can tell on this team here. And then, of course, the Dynamo Runner. The man who carries this entire fucking firm. Absolutely fantastic here. The Trail Slayers. Again, nothing wrong with them. 2 different styles. One having the bigger beatings than the other one. That's fine. And the Longbeards, they haven't had to do much. But look at the diversity of SPP. Second round, this line is going to explode with talent. 2 rerolls. Doesn't need more. He really doesn't. So he's fine there. And, of course, the underworked Apothecary. So, high expectations in this division of Hummus. All right, now let's go and take a look here at the inspiring elf team. You really picked a hell of a division. However, this division they could excel in here because the Pro Elves, and it's an extremely talented coach. So we'll see how they do. Let's take a look behind the fields here. 12-10 TV here. Let's take a look at the roster. They've paid hard to get here. He is paid extremely hard. Hard cash, hard blood. And yeah, these lads here, they're here. And again, this is the division where they just might shine. I don't expect them to win division. Don't get me wrong. I've got no expectations they'll win the division, but mind you, in the hands of this coach, they might inspire to at least be up there in the top 3. But we'll see how this all devolves. That's a good way of putting it there. Again, you can see very diverse talent for Pro Elves. The amount of wrestle is impressive. The amount of flexibility it gives this firm to exploit opportunities is incredible. But the question is, will they survive? We'll get back to you on that one there. Again, might be a long season. It might be a very long season for them. But, like I said, they got here, they deserved it. Alright, now let's go and take a look at the Ogres. Well, they're not Ogres. They're Nobblers. We all know that. There ain't many of them left here. Let's take a look at what's been going wrong with this team. It was a tough first round, and here they are. They're back to 4 Ogres again. Rumor has it they've sniffed away at the thought of 5, but they've also danced at 3 too. It's been that kind of season. They have 3 rerolls, Apothecary, 3 fan factor. Look at this. Piling on, jump up. No, I'm not. You need to see this. Jump up and piling on. 1 job. 1. This ogre's got 1 job. Let's hope he can actually do the job there. Block on the one that's crippled there. Movement increase on the other. The basic guard on the other. The Nobblers that have carried the season. Like, these are the survivors. There used to be a lot more here. Not anymore. But these are the core survivors carrying this firm. Are you in a good division? Well, it's full of elves. You do what you will. Oh my god, speaking of it's full of elves there, the fat lady is singing. This is the team. This is the Norse team that was destroyed game 1 in the first round. But here they are, second round. Loud, proud, and beheld. 1190 TV here. They have indeed surged back. They've got themselves back up to 10. Which for Norse is maybe all you need. Well, technically they could actually use more, but they do have the best loanies you can ever buy there. So taking a look at the team, Dirty Player, well, great player, but since he's short players, he's actually a bit of a liability unless you're surgical with him. But you know what? I don't think he cares at this point. It's all been about trying to get back into it. And of course, taking a look at the rest of the team, well, they're getting there. It will take time. Both Urfus have blocks, so that's good manufactured skills, manufactured talent. Someday he might be able to afford a better Thunderdome. Well, that's his dream anyway. And then, of course, yep, the other wood got here. Where the rest of them, lad? Oh, awkward. Anyway, yep, he's down to 910 TV, and yet he still carried the team. Take a look what he's got here. A talented tree. A fantastic War Dancer core. That's it. As you've noticed, the rest of the team is gone. It really is gone. And this team, game 1, lost a War Dancer, dead. So, it's a long road. He's going the Anarian style. He really is. Look it up, lad. Look it up there. This is becoming an Anarian style Wood Elf team here. 1 reroll. I know you're all thinking you should have more. It never gets there. It never does. He's always replacing players. And at the rate they die, no, it's never happening. 2 fan factor, 1 apothecary. What are the predictions for this one? Hummus Division. What are the predictions? Let's be honest. The Dwarves are going to dominate. I'm not going to pull a punch. The Dwarves will dominate this division. And then it's a mad scramble for anybody else. No, honestly, you look at the firms here. This is a division where you might think a crippled team here is in trouble. They're not. Not in this division. Not in this one here. If you want a second chances division, this is the second chances division before we even get to round 3. It's going to be interesting to see how this one all turns out there. All right. That's that. All right, now we're going to have to talk about other divisions, aren't we? You have to sit and think about this division here, because here we are, second round. This division, no one expected to be a weird mix-up like that. Maybe it's more of the quiet surprise there. It's going to be fun to take a look at, and let's go and dive into it here. Yes, you got it. We all know which one we're talking about here. It's Nutella Division. Ignore the AI. They just need to get things all staged up there. They were having technical difficulties. Please stand by. The usual nonsense. Alright, let's start off with the sandwich makers. The halflings that will not fucking die. I'm not joking. These little cunts will not fucking die. So that's he's got a 1020 TV, and let's go and take a look at the firm. Well, you can see he's got 2 experienced trees. He didn't get the double, but you know what? That's fine. And then look at this. They won't fucking die. This is the same fucking starting 15 he's had. It hasn't changed at all. It's the same. You would not think of that. No, he still has the same fucking 15. He hasn't changed anything. And all they're doing is gradually, slowly but surely, skilling up. And look at this. Diving tackle, sneaky git. He's actually got the one with blodge. And the number of halflings with sheer fucking furry feet is staggering. Yes, he's got the odd niggle. 1. You'd think he'd have a lot. Nope, not happening with this team. 2 rerolls, apothecary, 4 fan factor. And of course, he's got the Knuffles altar, so he's always in great shape in there. And so far, as we all saw in the first round, minimum a 500%, 500 average, whatever you want to call it. Look, 50% of the time, he stole rerolls. So if he got to steal potentially 6 rerolls, he always minimum got 3, and there were several games he got 4, 5. It's not slowing down, this firm. So keep an eye out on these sandwich makers here. They're diabolical. Alright, and here. The Orc firm. Alright, well, you don't deserve to be here, but here you are. So, alright, let's go and talk about back to Bork here. 1410 TV here. And let's take a look here at what the firm actually balances out. There's nothing leaping out, really. Like, not really. He has finally hired a goblin, but you can see here the thrower. Look at this. Movement increase. No, seriously, a movement increase. He plays this like a rugby team. What pass actions? It's a rugby team. And look how they play. Wrestle, 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 block, block. And then, of course, you know, Mighty Blow, Tickle. 3 rerolls, apothecary, 7 fan factor. You think they're an unbeatable team. You think that, wouldn't you there? Well, guess who gave them their loss? You got it. Havlings. I don't think they're happy about this. I really don't think they're happy at all there. And then, of course, yes, well, it's the Thralls team. Let's call it what it is, cadet. This is the Thralls team, because you sure as fuck don't have vampires on it. Alright, 260. Someday he'll buy a vampire. Some fucking day. No, he hasn't upgraded anything. Let's go take a look at the firm. See what I mean? Where's the fucking vampires on this team? He's got 3 vampires who are slowly skilling. One especially is starting to skill up. The rest of them, nothing. As for the core of the Thralls there, well, obviously 2 dirty players. He's learnt from Herald, hasn't he? A kicker, good skill on this team. And of all things, a leader. So he's got a solid reroll fan factor. He's the dark horse for this division. He really is. Alright, now let's go and take a look at the Amazons. Now, the Amazons, I hate to say it, your team should have been in better shape coming into this second round here. Now, admittedly, second round is where it starts to fall apart for most Amazon firms. He's on a head start, let's say, on that falling apart, thing. 1100, because look at this. Getting crippled, and notice the big, huge, gaping hole. And no, it's not my... No, we're not going to talk about my sister. Anyway, you know what I mean. Catches, underskilled. No surprise there. Blitzers. Well, you can already see the problem. He's having to start replacing them. Look at this. Extremely underskilled because they started dying, sir. So he's got an extremely underskilled blitzer core. And then there's the big gaping hole there. Now he's had to start replacing. He's got a good thrower. Fun fact, that's the wrong skill to buy first. Sure hands, son. Sure fucking hands. You don't buy block for her first. Sure hands. No. And you wonder why you're starting to be in trouble. I'll stick to that. And then you've got a decent core of line woman, but the problem is the rest of the team isn't supporting it now, are they? 3 team rerolls, Apothecary 4. Fan fact, I hate to say it, you're in trouble. You're going to have to turn it around this second half. Second half of games here. You're really going to have to turn this around. All right, and then the comedy that wrote itself all the way. The Tier 3 Undead team here, 970 TV. They're beat up. They're battered. They don't fucking care. They really honestly don't. As you can see, he's got the one really talented player here, which basically is what carries the team. And then everything else here, it's just raw comedy. From an actual skill... I don't know how that fucking happened. And of course, dirty players, because what else would you buy for this team? 4 rerolls, 4 you're doing fine. There's no advice for you in this team. There really is no advice. Oh, he bought Knuffles off at L to just for the fuck of it. You know what? Why not? You got nothing else to spend the money on? Why not? That's actually a good idea. I love it. All right. And here's the human firm going, what the fuck are we doing here? Yeah, I know you. I know. I bleed with you, pal there. All right, let's take a look here at the jailers. As you can see here, they haven't built anything. But you can see they're planning it. Someday. They will get to it here. Because they are starting to build up money. And they need one more player for a core. They need one more reserve. Not that there's anything really wrong. You can see the pattern of the team here. They're going elf to men Eskimos. A.k.a. a dodgy human team. The shame is the ogre, well, by this point should have skilled, hasn't. He's underperforming. As for the blitzers, well, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. The rest of the core here, the throw, the catches, they're doing fine. People will look at that skill and go, nope. Like I said, going dodgy. Linemen don't care. You really don't. But it kind of shows what's been going on with this team here. Is that, the linemen aren't developing anything other than just sucking up SPP and then dying on you. Alright, 3 rerolls, Apothecary. 7 fan factor is pretty good. He should do well in this division. I don't think he's going to win it, but he should do well. Alright, well. Yep, the horny ones have shown up here. Oh my god. What a division to be in, isn't it here? 1220 TV. Let's go and take a look at the firm and... You know, the Orcs don't like you. The Orcs are really not going to like you. Look at the amount of claw on this team here. This team's got one purpose. 1. Maybe 2, if they get better at it. Extra arms is a good skill to buy in there. The rest of the team, like I said, you've got the Kilgore. 3 rerolls, Apothecary. 4 fan factor. You haven't enhanced anything in there. Well, maybe you're in the right division. Look, the only teams you're going to be any threat to in this division are, of all things, the Undead firm... Kind of. The human firm's not going to like you too much. The Orc team's really going to hate you. However, the rest of these cunts are going to be running circles around you, and you know it. You absolutely know it. Oh well, middle of the pack, here he comes. And then the last one there, yeah, the Undertable Knights there, Underworld, who's had to go through a reset. Yes, are one of the very few resets. I don't blame you. That first round was so brutal to Underworld. They took so many casualties. They accepted the reset option here. So here they are. Start again. You know, funny enough here, I hate to admit it, you are in the right division for this. You honestly are in the right division for a reset, considering, well, you've got a way to redevelop and get something going here. So definitely good luck with that. In predictions. Alright, how are we going to predict this one here? I think, ironically, it's going to be a free-for-all. You might think at least one team's going to dominate here. You know, great example, of course, being either, you know, the Orcs, the Thralls, and potentially the human team. Like, these are really the three teams you'd think are going to dominate. I think secretly they're not going to dominate. This, I'm predicting, I may be wrong, but I'm looking at this going, this is just the right, you know, perfect storm of there are enough teams that can fuck the other one back and forth. So, yes, there are going to be matchups you dominate, but then there's clearly about 2 or 3 terms that can completely fuck your shit all day. And then there's the halflings. And, of course, the tier 3 undead team. No fucks given all the way. They just a fuck you all. Ask my sister. That's what she'll do for 25 quid. Alright, there we go. So, that is Nutella Division in a nutshell here. What a bizarre division. But like I said, it might be the most exciting one of the entire lot. Every game's gonna be a challenge. Whew. Oh boy. So, like I said, it's one hell of a shake-up, isn't it there? With, let's face it, teams not where they expected, or not where they think they belong there. Look, you can tell there, in the Elven division, they all think they fucking belong, especially the Dwarves. As for the big pounding it division there, well, let's face it there, it really is anyone's division. And then, of course, you know which division we're referring to. Wild cards. Whole lot of them there. Anyone can do it. Good luck, gentlemen. Let's see how crazy it goes in the following weeks. Keep tuned in. And Nuffle, bless your dice.